Welcome to this video for the Christmas stamp stack. This card is using the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set and the dies that go with it. And this is available as a bundle, and also there's a suite which includes the designer paper and a ribbon as well. So this is a layout that I've done on a previous video, but I thought it was a really good one to show you how to adapt it for Christmas. So I've already pre-done two of the strips of DSP by roughing the edges against, I use a little metal ruler. You can also use the blade of your scissors, so if you just open them up, you can use your scissors like that to create this sort of distressed look on the edge of the paper. It is a little bit messy, you get little bits flying everywhere, but not too bad, and it just gives a different look to that sort of clean cut edge that we normally have. Just get rid of those bits. There we go. Now just check for the any direction in your patterns on your paper. So I've got trees here, so obviously I want to make sure they go in the right direction. Oops. So the first thing to do is to attach these pieces to the white layer. So I'm just going to figure out roughly where they go by just getting a nice even edge around them, and then I'll just pick them up one at a time and put the dimensionals on. I've really enjoyed using this paper this Christmas. It's pretty colours and patterns that coordinate really well together. Okay, so we'll just pop that one on first. One in the middle. Feel free to use the reverse side as well of these papers. You can just choose whatever suits you. Okay, just put that piece in there like a little jigsaw puzzle. Right. Now we're going to make, actually we'll stick those down so we can now attach this white piece to the succulent piece. And then the succulent piece to the card base, and I think I'll put that on dimensionals. I really love the look of dimensionals. It gives that sort of shadow underneath. Just adds interest. Right, so now we'll make up our focal point, which in this case is a die cut star with another die cut star on the top. So we're just going to attach this silver one. Oh, there's one little thing there that hasn't popped out. There might be a little bit of weeding to do when you get your kits. It's all part of the fun though, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to get the glue going, and then you don't need to put glue on every single apart, but sort of around the edges is a good idea, and then something through the middle. I've just got the glue, so it's just giving me little bits sort of every now and then. Okay, carefully turn it over, or use your tweezers. And then we want to aim for the middle. So I've got a nice even border around. And then it can be quite good to actually just turn that over and pop something heavy on top. I've got a block here that will do the job, just to weight it down. Should be right. Lovely. Okay, so now we can add the little decorations here. So I've got some berries, sort of a sprig of berries that I've cut out in cherry cobbler. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue sort of just at the top where the berries become just a stem, because the stem's actually too long, so I'm going to cut some of it off, but I want to just position that at the top. Oops, it's sticking to my fingers. Try that again. If you've got glue dots, it might be easier actually to do that with a glue dot. I might do a glue dot for the next one. So the same thing with this little, oops, little leaf bunch here. So I'm just going to put a glue dot there. And just attach that the same at the top, so they're kind of overlapping. And then we can just cut off that extra. Actually, they've both got a bit extra there that we don't need. Just trim that off. Okay, and then over the top of that, we're going to put a bow. So that's sort of going to hide some of that gluing at the top. Okay, so I've got my glue dot on there, and then that can just go over the top of that other glue dot. And then you can trim those tails if you want to, or leave them as they are. I quite like them long. Okay, and then that goes on dimensionals, of course. Oh, I'm probably getting a bit carried away here. I'll just put one there. We don't need one on every corner of the star. Okay, I'll just pop that on there, sort of in the middle, I think. What do you think? Oh, actually on the side. Oh, I like it everywhere. Actually, I think I might like it there, right in the centre. Okay, now I haven't organised my stamps, so I'll just get that out. I'm doing Season's Greetings from the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set, and I'm stamping it in Evening Evergreen. Just have to get a block. And I'm just going to cut that on my trimmer. I think I've got it a bit straighter this time than the other one. This is quite small. You could just cut it with your scissors. Unless you've got a bigger sentiment, of course. Then you could have it, I think there's still plenty of room on the card if you've got something bigger you want to use. You could put something down here, or you could leave the front like this and put your words on the inside. Now, I think that I will put that half on. I'm putting glue on one half, and I'm going to put a small dimensional, excuse me, on the other half, and then have it overhanging the star. So I've got a dimensional there, and it's glued on there. Just let that set while we do the inner. So for the inner, I've cut you out some holly. Now this one you might need your tweezers because there's little tiny berry pieces here in red, cherry cobbler. So I think holly is normally in little bunches of 3. Well, that's how I normally sort of think of it. So we can just make up overlapping leaves into a grouping. Something like that. And then there are my tweezers. Now, I wonder if I should put the glue. They're going to go in a little bunch, so I'll have one off the on the paper there, and then the other 2 I'll put up on top of the leaves. Actually, the fine tip glue might be better. It's as the name suggests, a little bit finer. This is getting quite a bit of tombow here. Let's try and get a smaller bit. There we go. And just make it up. 3 little berries. Cute. And then that can go on the inside. So just get that even all the way around, straight, and then press down. And there you have it. I hope you enjoy this project. Thank you.